Hey, I'm standing on a corner again here in Mesa, Arizona, where I was coming down here because I was going to do this video, and it just so happened that there was a gargantuan price increase. But when I got here, it was $339, but this morning it was $389. So they have things, I'll show you, they had things roped off over here and on the other side, and what they're doing, they're having just for tonight. This is wild, just for tonight, and I got this card. I got an additional 10 cents off. So just for tonight, the price is $339 or $329 if you get one of the cards that they give you. So what I wanted to talk about, it is going to be $389 or even higher tomorrow. So what I want to talk about was just, especially as GenXers, how much of this, let's say, how much of this can we really continue to take? So Walmart, for example, just they put out last week their profits. This is their net, 93% over last year, over $10 billion. Almost 100% increase in profit. That's after expenses. So you can't blame inflation. It's just sheer corporate greed. And so we're looking at, this is historic. I've never seen a 50-cent a day increase where it didn't involve, years ago, there was a pipeline explosion, and so that drove the price up like $1. That was fixed pretty quickly. This is going, I know it happens every spring. We all get a price, we all get a pay decrease at this time because the gas is going to skyrocket. So I'm figuring we're going to be back at $4.99 within 2 weeks. So at 50 cents a day, we'll probably be there by the end of next week, if not sooner. How is GenXers? I mean, we're not 20 years old anymore. It's not like we have time to start over, and our earning potential is far less. You know, we've got Walmart, which is supposed to be the cheap one, and they've doubled, and sometimes in 150% on the prices there. Everywhere else the prices are going up, where everyone in Arizona is getting another pay cut in the form of car insurance. So I had switched car insurance because the one I was with wanted to jack up the rates like everybody else, but really we're going to skyrocket it. So I went with another agency, told him on the van that I have, okay, not my little Corolla, it's actually starting to rain, which is really cool for this time of the year. So I'm going to actually get back into the car. So everyone in Arizona is getting a pay cut because auto insurance, second highest increase in the United States, 25%. And I had told the new company, we don't want full coverage on the van. They didn't do that. So when my insurance suddenly skyrocketed 25%, I got them on the phone and asked them, did you take the full coverage off the van? They said, no, it's got full. It's like, take it off. Taking off the full coverage of the van wiped out my 25% increase. But then there's next year. See, we don't have increases of 3-4% anymore. It's 25, 30, 50, 100% in some cases. When does it end? When did things start to normalize? You look at places like Home Depot, where again the hits just keep coming. It's why I have no savings. Of all the things that happened last year, the catastrophic failure of the plumbing, my washing machine went, and I found out that at places like Home Depot, I think the prices have hit a critical mark where things are so expensive, everything has to be on the card. You have to finance everything. So because the prices are so high, how do you squeeze more out of people? You could just look this up. I'll have to put it in a video if I can find it online, or take a picture of what they sent me. Home Depot was jacked up the price as of March 2024. This month. It's actually Pi Day today. 29% interest on the card. 29%. So I guess my point is, with everything increasing exponentially, 15, 20, 75% all the time, how much longer can this continue? Because I tell you, I'm at my breaking point. I try to be a good stoic, and you say, well, let's focus on what we can control. The only thing that I have some control over, because I have no control over the price, the stockholders come first, we don't mean anything, is to make more money. But as a GenXer, if you're in your mid-50s or higher, your earning potential is far less. I mean, we're not going to be able to earn nearly as much money as we can when we're in our, even when we're in our 40s. Because even, and I'm not looking for a job, but even, you know, when I was, they look at us, if you put down dates in your resume, and I did a whole video about this, if you put the dates on your resume that you have 26 years experience, you started in 1994, they look at you like, my God, this guy's practically in hospice. They're just bafangul. They're not going to look at us. So I'm not talking I have a solution. This is frustrating, and I'm sure, you know, if you're going through the same experience, I'm sure you have to be, especially if you're watching. Let me know, especially if you're also a fellow Gen Xer in your mid to 50s or maybe a little bit older, and you're having the same thing. We have so much money we're making, and that even if we go and make 10% more money, our expenses are going to just keep rising and rising and rising. It all comes down to the stockholders. They come first. That's why Walmart, 93% increase in their profits. Walmart. How much more of this, how sustainable is this? The only thing, I don't know. I don't know. I know if they keep increasing auto insurance and homeowners insurance, I'm sure that there are already people that have been pushed out of their house because you can't afford the insurance anymore. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. The only objective is, the only positive thing I can look at is make more money. That's the only thing. Make more money to keep up with it, because there's nothing else, at least as an individual, that I can do to counter the never-ending increase in expenses. So I'm always waiting for the next shoe to drop. And I mentioned a number of months ago to my wife, all the appliances have been replaced except for the washer machine. And the washer machine, a few weeks later, went. That's how I know about and that's how I know that the 29% interest at the Home Depot. Oh, and also you want to stay away from Synchrony. So if you go to Lowe's, you'll be using Synchrony as and they're more than 29%. So definitely do not finance anything at Lowe's. So let's see. I'll come back tomorrow or the next time, and I will report on what the next major increase is on the gas prices, because we're all getting a springtime pay cut.